Coming up on WEBN Sports, we preview the 2010-2011 season for the Hockey East Conference.
We'll check out each team, break them down, and tell you who will end up on top. WEBN Sports starts right now.
Hello and welcome to WEBN Sports Special Hockey East Preview. I'm Jillian Leff.
And I'm Jeff Hancock. During the next half hour, we'll take a look at what to expect this winter out of the Hockey East Conference.
We'll take a look at all 10 teams and we'll see what makes this league so special.
But first, what is Hockey East? The Hockey East Conference was established in 1984 when UNH, BC, BU, Northeastern, and Providence split from the ECAC Conference to form their own league. There are now currently 10 teams in the league. Hockey East has set the standard in college hockey since its inception. Since 1993, the conference has produced 7 national championship teams over its 27 years of existence. Hockey East has produced many successful NHL players, including names like Brian Gianta, Paul Kariya, Brian Leach, Martin St. Louis, Patrick Eves, and Tim Thomas.
Last season, the conference continued its dominance. For the third straight year, a Hockey East team went to win the NCAA championship. And who was that team? Soaring over the competition last season, it was Boston College. The Eagles won a thrilling 7-6 overtime game against the Maine Black Bears to win the Hockey East title. The Maroon and Gold flew through the NCAA tournament, defeating Wisconsin 5-0 in the national championship to earn their second Division I crown in 3 years.
And to begin the season flying in the right direction, the Eagles recently raised their championship banner. WEBN's Dan Potheiser was on hand for the celebration and is live at Boston College with more. Dan?
It was quite the atmosphere on campus here on Friday night. Almost 7,000 fans came out to watch BC hoist that 2010 national championship banner. Now, Boston College, of course, beat Wisconsin 5-0 in the championship game back in April. And on Friday night, fans came out to relive the moment for a big game against Merrimack. But it was back to business soon after. It was a sweet moment for Eagles fans on Friday night. The BC men's hockey team raised their 2010 championship banner, the 4th in school history. Several former players were on hand for the celebration, including a few from the 1949 championship squad. And while the ceremony was a nice way to send off last season, the Eagles quickly had to focus on the night's main task, beating Merrimack College. BC fell behind early, but 2 power play goals helped them pick up a 3-2 victory.
A pretty gritty win by our team. You know, game was fractured a lot by so many penalties on both sides, but 2 points is hard to get, and we're excited about getting 2 points, especially on our banner night here.
The Eagles peppered Merrimack goalie Joe Canada with a whopping 42 shots. Canada played well, but it was BC netminder John Muse who stole the show with several critical saves.
Johnny really put up with some key saves. He's been terrific all year for us, and I thought he was sharp tonight.
Now, Boston College improved to 3-1 on the young season with the win. They'll head to North Andover to face Merrimack once again in the second half of a home-and-home series. The 2 teams will then face off one more time this season in North Andover on November 26th. That's it for me here from the Conti Forum in Chestnut Hill. I'm Dan Potheiser for WEBN Sports.
Thanks, Dan. And now we begin our Hockey East team countdown. We start at number 10 with Providence College. This season, the Friars will be living on a prayer they hope will carry them out of the Hockey East cellar. The Friars finished last season with 10 wins and hope that returning 9 of their top 10 scorers from last season will help them climb in the standings. Senior forward Kyle McKinnon, who finished with 10 goals against the conference last year, will lead the PC offense. Providence also returns junior goalie Alex Boudry, who finished second in Hockey East in saves and save percentage last season.
Can the Huskies regain their bite? Northeastern had a disappointing 2009-2010 campaign, barely missing out on the Hockey East tournament, despite an overall record of 16-16-2. The Huskies will make some noise this season, returning senior forwards Wade McLeod and Tyler McNeely, who combined for 58 points last year. Northeastern has youth on defense with 2 sophomore goalies, but the Huskies remain confident they can compete even for a Beanpot title this year. Another key success to the Huskies this season will be strong fan support.
WEBN's Ashley Cheney went deep inside the Northeastern Dog Pound to show us how much home ice advantage matters in Hockey East.
Welcome to the Doghouse. This portion of Matthews Arena at Northeastern University is dedicated to student fans. But these aren't your average hockey fans.
The Doghouse is probably the best student section in the country. I'm going to make a bold statement with that because we just get all into it. We support our team, through thick and thin.
The Doghouse was packed even though it was Halloween weekend. The students brought their spooky spirit to the game with them. Even Buzz Lightyear and the Gingerbread Man made an appearance. The costumes added enthusiasm to what is already an ecstatic crowd.
Having a school team with fans with such spirit is the coolest thing in the world. I love coming to every game.
Fans come for the main attraction, hockey. But the Ice Girl keeps fans on their feet between periods.
Yes, I am actually Northeastern's official original Ice Girl. I created the position. I go out during the intermissions and shoot t-shirts out of a t-shirt launch.
Tonight's game featured a non-conference matchup against Bentley, but the Doghouse was still pumped.
We were great 2 years ago. We're doing our best we can now, so we keep trying to win. We keep doing the best we can.
The Huskies have just one win this season, and that was against UMass Lowell. Northeastern may not win a championship this year, but one thing is for sure. The Doghouse will continue to be packed. Reporting from Matthews Arena, I'm Ashley Cheney.
Jumping out of the Green Mountains, Vermont made a splash late last season. The Catamounts shocked regular season champions UNH and snuck their way into the NCAA tournament. UVM loses its top 3 scorers from last season due to graduation. However, it gains some potential offense in newcomer Connor Brickley, the 50th overall pick in the NHL draft. Vermont will primarily rely on its defense. 5 of 6 starting defensemen will be back, along with junior Rob Medore between the pipes.
And the Minutemen go marching out. Massachusetts was hit hard by departures in the offseason, losing their top 5 offensive players, including James Marceau, who finished 3rd in Hockey East last year with 51 points, along with 40 assists. Senior netminder Paul Dainton returns to help UMass defend, but the Minutemen will have to rely on their 8 freshman forwards to generate offense. Coach Toot Cahoon believes it will be team chemistry that will be key in making their season a success.
The Warriors are fighting harder than ever. Merrimack finished 6th in Hockey East last season, a new benchmark for a program that continues to improve each year. Back at the MAC this season is promising sophomore Stefan DaCosta, who was Hockey East Rookie of the Year last season. DaCosta finished the season in Hockey East top 10 in points and helped his team to its best conference record in school history. Merrimack also returns with 5 seniors and an experienced goalie in Joe Canada.
And with a new season comes hard work.
WEBN's Nick Coit went inside the newly renovated Lawler Rink in Andover to see how Merrimack is preparing for the new season.
The underdog. In sports, it's the team nobody can see coming. After defeating the likes of BU and eventual national champion BC last season, the Merrimack hockey team surprisingly fought their way to their best finish in program history. This season, the team will return many key players. However, in a talented conference like Hockey East, senior forward Joe Cucci and his team know a repeat of last year will be tough.
I think there's only like 4 points that separated teams that were in 3rd and 4th place from being out of the playoffs last year. So again, there's so much parity and anybody can beat anybody on any given night. It just shows like the type of preparation and hard work that it's needed to be successful in our league.
But these underdogs have high hopes. Even with Merrimack ranked in the middle of the pack in the preseason, head coach Mark Dennehy expects his team to play hard and play tough.
We're not going to take anybody lightly. We're going to try to prepare for each team with as much effort and fervor, and I know we'll work hard. Beyond that, it's whoever's up next.
The team knows this season could be a special one, and Cucci wants to not only make his team proud, but also the community. And what better way than to win the Hockey East title?
I think it would be great for the school. Again, it's a small school, real small community, like close-knit community. And if you can bring a championship like that back here to North Andover, I think it would do a lot for the program as well as bring a lot of the community closer together.
With most experts and fans focused on the powerhouse programs, it could be an under-the-radar team like Merrimack that could surprise everyone this season. Reporting from North Andover, Massachusetts, I'm Nick Coit for WEBN Sports.
Coming up on WEBN Sports, Katie Eastman is live with more on how players are raised into college hockey.
And Abby Niscoda shows us how the conference is using social media to attract new fans. Stay tuned.